while you're sitting on the crapper watching this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Modern Diesel family. Let's go! It's cold outside, really cold. What the heck is up, guys? Welcome to another product review by me, Modern Diesel Corey. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm giving my whole perspective / review on the S&B cold air intake for the 2017 Up Powerstroke. Now, I'm sure this can apply to the 16 to 11 Powerstrokes. The only difference is that those trucks do not have the battery relocation kit, because the battery was already in the rear position, where this one, the 17 and up Powerstrokes, have the battery in the front position. So S&B makes the kit to flip-flop them back to the good position where the air can just come straight in. You get the idea. So I put the intake on, a good while ago. I wanted to make sure that I used the truck properly to give you guys an accurate review / response for this intake. I didn't just want to put it on and drive it down the road and then tell you guys what I thought. I needed to get it out in the elements. I drove in serious rainstorms. I drove in serious snowstorms. And I also drove in a huge dust storm. So I kind of have 3 good tests to give you guys my response for how the truck did / on how the intake did for those 3 things. Okay, so first let's talk about the install. Number 1, install. Honestly, the thing installed pretty easy. Very cut and dry. The S&B directions are absolutely killer. I will picture those here. It is a full booklet, detailed color directions on exactly step by step how to do it bolt by bolt. Like I said a little bit earlier, the 17 and up Powerstroke has the battery relocation kit with the S&B intake, which is a little more involved. You physically have to relocate the battery, but it mainly consists of bolting in a new battery tray and doing the terminal cable extensions. Very easy. So everything else on the install was very, very simple. It was basic stuff, basically pull out your old air filter box, put in the new S&B box along with the battery tray, put in your battery, extend the cables, run the extensions, heat shrink them, run the actual intake tube, connect that with the hose clamps, put it into the box, put your air filter in, and you're done. Literally, it was that simple. Nothing needed modified or rigged in any certain way. Everything fit absolutely perfect, and there was 0 issues. Install 100%, 10 out of 10. Okay, so number 2, performance. You're putting an intake on, so you definitely want to see some performance gains, right? Do you guys agree? This is where it gets a little tricky. Now, me, honestly, the truck runs definitely better. Now, the noticeable part for me is right off the bottom. You notice it in the throttle response. You notice it in the torque right from a dead stop to a takeoff. It spools more freely, if that makes sense. There's no restriction. It's not like it's trying to suck anything through a straw. It just, you hit the gas and the air flows in. You can hear it flow in, and the truck just goes very nicely. Now, this is a minimal increase here. I'm not talking like you're gonna, touch the gas and it's gonna be a whole nother world of a truck, but you definitely 100% will feel a difference with this truck off the bottom. Now, if you're cranking like 30 mile an hour and you floor it and you're trying to get up to like 100, 110, I don't know, I couldn't really feel a difference on the top end, but definitely a bottom end gain, 100%. And also, you can hear the truck more. You can hear it in the cab here. Now, some of you may like that, some of you may not like that. I'll insert a clip here. It's a minimal sound increase, but it definitely makes the truck sound like it's breathing better and less restrictive. I personally like that sound. Now, you guys can decide if you like that sound or not. Like I said, it's a minimal in-cab sound increase. I'm gonna put fuel mileage under the performance category. I only gained maybe, I don't know, it was hard to tell because I was going up and down hills, I was hauling a lot, and I was driving a little fast. So normal driving, I see you gaining somewhere in between a half a mile to the gallon to a mile a gallon more, but that is a very hard test to do considering that everyone drives differently and people might be running different tunes than me, and it's just a hard test to do. So I myself have gained somewhere in between a half a mile to the gallon to a mile to the gallon more than previously not running this intake. Not much, but it's definitely a benefit. Number 3, fit and finish. So how does the intake actually fit on the truck? This kind of goes along with the number 1, the installation, but you know, you have to have a cosmetically good looking intake in my book. I'm not gonna put something on that looks like junk. So the S&B intake, I will insert the little B-roll situation here. As you can see here, the battery is relocated to the behind position where before it was in front where the airbox was. So basically they just did a 180 flip-flop. You can see the battery is located nicely in its tray behind the air intake box, and you can see the air intake box there with a nice S&B glass cover over it with the S&B etched into the cover. It's not glass, it's like plexiglass. You can see the filter in there. The hose connects to the air intake box, the actual filter box itself, and runs to the turbo inlet housing. Looks very, very good on the truck. It looks almost factory, but you can tell it's aftermarket. You can tell it's a little beefier, but it still looks very, very clean. It's not like some big ugly thing underneath the hood. Fit and finish, I think it looks excellent, but everyone has their own opinion on what things look like. So there you go. You guys decide how it looks. So number 4 on the list, price. Number 4, price. Now, if you compare this intake to other intakes on the market for a 17 and up 6.7 Powerstroke, the price is right there along with pretty much everyone else in the market, if not a little lower. So you're at $329 for the 17 and up intake kit. Now that is a little higher than the previous 16 to 11 intake kit because of the battery tray and the necessary parts to do the battery extension. So $329 for the 17 and up 6.7 Powerstroke, and right at $299 for the 16 and below Powerstroke. If you guys want to get one of these for your truck, hit the first link in the description, check it out. So price isn't horrible. It is right there with any other intake that you would buy for the 6.7 Powerstroke. I have no issues with the price. And S&B is real strict on their policy, so it's not like I can get you a better deal. What they set the price at is how it has to be. If you get caught selling it below that, you're obviously kicked out from being a dealer for them, and then you can't sell the product anymore. So, and they also have intakes for like your 6.4 and every other truck on the market. So if you guys are watching this and you don't have a 6.7 Powerstroke, don't worry, check them out, get yourself an intake. All right, guys, so there you have my full-on like review of the S&B intake for the 6.7 Powerstroke. I opt to run the dry filters. Now, everyone can run what they want. I personally have better luck with dry filters. They filter a little better, and then you can just replace it when it gets dirty rather than cleaning it and oiling it, and you know, the whole process of oiling filters. I don't like that, and some say it's not good for turbo engines because the turbo can suck the oil through. I don't know if that's true or not. I just have always had great luck with dry filters, so that's why I run dry filters. But at the end of the day, I absolutely do love the intake. It's a killer intake. I would recommend it to my best friend, and obviously I choose to sell it on my website, Shop Modern Diesel. And also, really quick, when I was driving in all those extreme conditions, so driving in an absolute monsoon rainstorm down the highway, I thought that the water was going to go in there because a couple of people I've seen you guys commenting on the videos asking if water can get in because the intake port for the actual intake box itself is right there. So it seems like water can just go through straight into your intake box. 100% dry. I don't know if it's how the hood design is with the plastic up there where it doesn't allow like direct water to get through, but I had zero water in there. Even in the bottom of the actual filter box, nothing. So the S&B intakes, 100% Modern Diesel approved. Let's go get some Chick-fil-A. I had to go into the vitamin shop real quick, get some vitamins, and I seen these Hide things in there and I wanted to try it out. Can looks pretty cool. Intense focus, energy boost. 350 milligrams of caffeine. Woo! And then could I have a number 1 deluxe? American cheese? Yep. And a drink? Large sweet tea with that one also. And can I do a large superfood side for the fries? Okay. And then can I have another number 1 deluxe, just the sandwich with American cheese? Okay. I have one of them little cards for a free sandwich. Okay. Can I just have a spicy chicken sandwich? Okay. I just ordered a buttload of food from Chick-fil-A. Okay, so the thing you got to do is you got to get 2 sandwiches because 1 sandwich ain't enough. Who eats 1 sandwich? And then you got to get the superfood side, which is like kale and broccoli and like berries and stuff, because you got to go somewhat healthy if you're eating 2 chicken sandwiches. And then if you have a free card to get another sandwich, you might as well get the 3rd sandwich because it's free. So why not? So now you have 3 sandwiches. Then you got a big sweet tea, and then it's just time to party. I definitely have severe problems.